You ever notice how your income seems to bounce off the same number month after month? Like you're doing the work. You're building offers, taking calls, putting in effort, but no matter what strategy you try, you always end up circling back to the same financial plateau? If so, this video is going to explain exactly why that happens. Because the truth is, you don't have a strategy problem. You have a structure problem. And until that structure shifts, your income won't. Let's get into it. Let me give you a quick analogy. Imagine a room with a thermostat set to 22 degrees. And let's say you open the windows and let in some heat. What does the thermostat do? It automatically kicks in the AC to bring the temperature back to 22, right? No matter what you do with the room, the system is wired to maintain that default setting. See, that's exactly how your income works. But in your case, your unconscious identity is the thermostat. You might spike to a 10K month, but if your unconscious set point is 3, you'll unconsciously panic and overspend. You will discount your offers, take your foot off the gas, or you will suddenly feel burned out and need a break. All just to bring your financial reality back down to match your internal blueprints. Not out of laziness or because you're broken. You're just following your set point. See, you don't earn what you want. You earn what your identity believes is normal. And that is the ceiling we're going to break today. Let's go a little bit deeper. Picture a construction crew trying to build a skyscraper. But instead of a proper plan, they're using the blueprint for a 3-story building. So every time they go beyond that, the structure can't hold it. The foundation cracks, floors collapse, the whole thing falls apart. And everyone's like, well, what the hell happened? We were doing everything right. Except they didn't. Because they didn't start building on the right blueprint to begin with. See, that's you. If you're trying to hit 15, 20, 50K months, but you're still operating from the identity of someone who only earns 3 to 5K per month. Even if you bring in a surge of cash, it won't stay. Why? Because your structure can't support that level yet. You'll either sabotage it, shut it down, or you'll invite some unnecessary chaos or drama to balance it out. And the worst part is, it will all feel logical at the time. You'll say things like, well, I just needed to recharge. I wasn't in alignment. Or I need to refine the offer before I launch again. But what's really happening is your unconscious is doing exactly what it was programmed to do. Bring you back to the level where you feel safe, where you feel familiar and in control. Now, here's the part no one really talks about in business circles. Your income ceiling has nothing to do with how smart or capable you are. It has everything to do with the unconscious beliefs you formed way before you ever started a business. Beliefs like, if I make too much, people will judge me. Money makes you greedy. I'm not responsible or capable enough to handle real wealth. Or, if I succeed, I will be alone. See, these beliefs don't show up on spreadsheets. They don't scream at you in the mirror. But nonetheless, they are very real factors in how well your business is doing. They shape how you show up in sales calls, how you price your offers, set boundaries with clients, how you feel after a big win, and how you react when things start going well. See, I truly believe more people are actually afraid of success and breaking through than they are of failure. In fact, I'm planning a whole video on this next, so if you don't want to miss that, hit subscribe now. But the point is, your unconscious mind doesn't care about your vision board. It simply doesn't care about your goals. It only cares about one thing, keeping you safe. And to your unconscious, safe means familiar. So even if success feels good consciously, if it feels foreign to your unconscious, to your internal system, it will push you back down. And you won't even realize you're doing it. But suddenly, you're back at your old income level, and part of you goes, oof, okay, that's better. Let's bring this home with a few common patterns you might recognize. You finally have a 10K month, and then you immediately stop showing up. You need a break. Suddenly you're posting less, avoiding calls, feeling tired. Or you raise your prices, but then feel so uncomfortable you start discounting again. You way over deliver. You throw in bonuses you didn't promise. You backpedal. Or you land a dream client, but your old pattern kicks in, so you doubt your value or your service. You procrastinate on the deliverables or ghost them out of guilt and fear. See, these aren't flukes. They are not character flaws. They are signs that your internal identity doesn't match your external results. You simply can't hold success consistently if your structure doesn't support it. That's why this isn't about more strategy. It's about structural alignment. So how do you change this? Well, you create a new structure that makes the next income level inevitable. Here's how we do that. Step 1, choose a true end result. Not something that fixes your current pain or solves the way you feel incomplete about yourself, but a real, exciting, positive vision. So not, I want to make 20K so I don't feel broke, but I choose to have a 20K per month business that's easy, fun, and lights me up. Why? Because that's what I choose. That's what I want. Does it solve a problem? No. It's just fun. This is what I'd like to bring forth into reality. That's it. Now, it may not sound very different to you at first, but structurally, when you're actually going for it, I guarantee you will feel the difference because it shifts your unconscious from survival to creation. Step 2, step into the emotion of the end result. Now, this isn't just to feel good. You're actually training your unconscious mind to accept that this new income level is acceptable. In fact, it's normal. It's not special or dangerous, or it's not too big for you. And to accept it, your unconscious needs repetition and emotional intensity. That's why I guide people into the emotion of the end result, because the moment it becomes familiar, resistance starts fading away. Your unconscious finally says, oh, this isn't scary. This is just who we are now. Step 3, measure the gap. After you stepped into the emotion of the end result, you compare that with where you are right now. If your goal is 20K per month, but right now you're at 5K a month, perfect. We are not judging it. We're just creating structural tension between your present and your desired reality. Why? Because tension always seeks resolution. And if you do it this way, it creates a natural pull inside your system, a momentum that guides you forward without forcing. It's no longer, how do I push towards $20,000 a month? It becomes, what aligned action naturally closes this gap? Step 4, shift the resistance. See, that's the real work. Because the moment you start expanding, your old identity will freak out. It will say, you're being greedy. You can't sustain this. People will leave you if you grow too much. And this is actually good. We've won that. That's the whole point of stepping into the emotion of the end result, because that triggers all your unconscious beliefs about why you shouldn't reach that goal that you want. This is where the superconscious recode comes in. We shift the unconscious beliefs at the root so you stop fighting yourself and start supporting your own expansion. And when we recode your internal resistance, it no longer feels like you're dragging your business uphill. You start flowing toward the next level because your entire structure is aligned with it. Here's what most people don't get, or at least not until they feel it for themselves. When your inner identity finally lines up with what you say you want, things don't just start working, they start snowballing. It will feel like clients or customers are coming out of nowhere. The right opportunities just show up. Even sales becomes less like a hostage negotiation and more like just grabbing coffee with someone who already wants what you've got. When your nervous system isn't secretly pushing success away anymore, you stop crashing after every win. You stop second-guessing every next move. You stop hustling just to hold on to what you built. You don't just get the results, you actually get to keep them. Because now you've become the kind of person who can hold that level of success without falling apart. So just to recap the message of this video that most people never figure out, your income ceiling that you bump into all the time is rarely about your market. It's not your niche. It's not your funnel or the algorithm. It's your identity. And until you upgrade that, you'll keep stretching your income just to snap right back to where you started. And if you're tired of hustling to stretch your income, maybe it's time to upgrade the ceiling you're living under. Because when you shift your structure, your results shift with it, pretty much automatically. If you're done with plateau months, if you've tried all the tactics, but you're still stuck at the same level, it's time to stop fixing your funnel and start rewiring your foundation. Inside my free community, Superconscious Awakening, I'll walk you through the exact steps to shift your income identity, remove internal resistance, and finally build a structure where your next level becomes normal. We are not chasing money here. We are creating lives we actually want to live and letting money catch up. If that resonates with you, click the link in the description and join while it's still free. Let's upgrade the ceiling together. I'll see you inside.